Hey guys, and we are here for a Cup of Joe with John, and we'll be streaming live to you guys all day long on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
That's right, but we've recently been installing a bunch of those brand new Pilot TVs to a lot of new places, and we got a list of them right here to give a huge shout out to. Starting out with Rusty Duck 2, Happy Hour Madison, Toppers, Windrift Lounge, Westfield Golf Club, Eagles in Austin, Mapleview Lounge 2, the Cree Bar and Grill, Bobby Joe's, the Bar and Grill, American Legion Fridley, Municipal Liquor Store in Eagle Bend, and VFW in Eagle Bend.
Yeah, good job to all those locations, and hopefully you guys are watching us from those locations right now. And we have a bunch of great jackpots that you'll have to be watching out for throughout today, and we'll get that jackpot started off right after this little show of Cup of Joe. And then 10 minutes after that, right at 12 o'clock, you'll have an opportunity at a $12,911 jackpot. You can take home in 52 balls or less, and that's in the Vikings Bingo 25-cent card edition.
Wow, that's definitely a great jackpot to start the day off with, but right afterwards from 1 to 4 p.m. and then again from 4 to 6 p.m., you could get a chance at the minor jackpot, $252 in 52 balls or less to win. Will probably be gone by the time happy hour rolls around, but that minor goes out all the time, so I'm sure it will be built up again.
Oh, it should be pretty large by the time it goes out, as it normally goes out around that 60 ball count, so it has a few games of growing and should be super exciting. But we have super excited games following Game Day Bingo and our whole happy hour show, and that's Skull Bingo that's running from 6 to 10, and that Skull Bingo $1 edition has a coverall of $48,185 that you can take home in 50 balls or less. Just massive stuff that's closing in on 50 grand.
Awesome stuff. Looking pretty good for Skull Bingo tonight from 6 to 10. But of course, we have some players that already took home some jackpots just yesterday on Thursday. Those players include Shorty over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, taking home the biggest jackpot of Thursday, $5,370.
I actually got to be live on that jackpot because it happened during our happy hour as we gave out the middle jackpot. What's the middle one?
Is it the major in that
yes,
one?
the major. Yeah, we gave out the major prize in that one to Shorty. $5,370 going out to them was just a really, really fun one.
Wow, awesome stuff to Shorty.
I think it was in 52 balls as well.
Okay.
So pretty early ball count.
Man, not bad at all. But of course, up next it was Tommy J over at American Legion Moorhead, taking home $690. Nice job to Tommy J. And then ending off Thursday, right, it was Mad Dog over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, winning over $831.
Yeah, always big time player, Mad Dog. He's always getting jackpots. It's because of his lucky horseshoe. At least that's what he claims is the reason for his winnings. But we do have a new E-Tab game that just got released today, and you guys should definitely go check it out. It's called a Bounty Hunter. Collect lucky horseshoes, try the Bonanza bonus, or try your luck and pick the lucky door in the saloon door bonus.
Awesome stuff. Definitely try it out. It's been a bunch of fun. Just released yesterday, so hot off the press.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some really, really great stuff there. But we have, you guys can actually find a preview of that on our Facebook page, and we'd love for you to also check in on the newest post on our Facebook page asking for your review of this newest E-Tab game, and we'd love for you guys to check in and let us know what you're thinking of that brand new one, because personally I think it looks super fun.
Yeah, no, definitely a really cool one for sure. So check out Bounty Hunter and let us know what you think. But we got some pretty cool weather going on today over in Plymouth, Minnesota, and it is a mix of clouds and sun with a high of 71 degrees.
Really? 71 degrees?
Yeah, not bad at all. Winds are going to be blowing south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Not bad at all. I mean, that seems closer to a summer day than a fall day. Awesome stuff there in Plymouth, but it's going to head into a little cooler of a night where it's going to be mostly cloudy with a low of 53 degrees with winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That rain chances at 21%, and the sun will be setting at 6:56 p.m.
Sweet, and you might be able to spot a waxing crescent tonight.
The good old waxing crescent.
That's right.
I've actually gotten so much better at identifying moons because of our weather spotlight, because I always look at what the moon's looking like, and so I'm like, I've finally started to pick up, what cycle we're on and stuff like that. I'm starting to turn into a moon geek.
Yeah, no, that's right. Moons are pretty cool. I remember my school in like elementary school had me like track the moon for like a month.
That's really cool.
And so it was fun because like as I filled out the sheet, like every day, like you could see my drawings like becoming like, you know, like raining and waxing.
You're doing all that yourself.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
No, it was really cool as a kid to kind of see that and realize I was like, oh, this is fun.
And when you realize that like the moon like affects the sea and everything like that, it makes it even cooler. You're like, wow, how does it affect it?
Yeah,
I know, it blew my mind as a kid.
No, it is pretty cool to see those patterns.
But we got some pretty good bingo happening all day long before that sun is setting, and getting started right at 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. We got Vikings bingo 25-cent card edition. Not only will you be trying to win $12,000 on that coverall jackpot, but you'll also be winning points towards our lunchtime bingo standings, the combination of Vikings and Twins bingo, which we call the Twiking Zone.
Awesome stuff, and those player standings are looking pretty good. We already got a newcomer sliding into 10th. It's SNS over in American Legion Fridley with 57,000 points now.
Ooh, big time movement for them. Hopefully we can see them continue to move up and stay in these top 10s, as they're by far the lowest right now with that 57,000 points. And they got to get to 49,000 points to catch up to T-Bone, who's over there in Poppers. But a little quick highlight of a player who's closing in on the 100,000 point club and should be out there playing today. In 8th place, we got Red at American Legion Fridley with 99,000 points.
Wow, only 1,000 points away. That's insanity.
Yeah, but we got to skip all the way to the top 5 before we get into another like super close race. And
Very
5th
true.
and 4th place are tight knit, and I can't wait to see who's out there playing today because they both are consistent players, and it could be a shakeup in these standings.
Very true. Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's in 5th has 176,000 points. Only 2,000 points before 4th place loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar. Loser Dave has 178,000 points.
Do you have a prediction who's going to end up coming out there? Mikey Wins has been the riser lately,
Very true.
but Loser Dave has been in first place during this season, so it's hard to bet against him.
I think I might see Loser Dave today. I think he might have a good day.
I've seen him more consistent this week.
True.
I do have to give him that, but Mikey Wins has been just that little bit more lucky and has been getting a bunch of wins when we've been playing these lunchtime bingos. So should be some exciting stuff. I'll go with Mikey Wins. You're taking Loser Dave. But another race, it's actually a 3-way race that they have some more points separating them, but it's so competitive between these players because we see them out there every single day. And in 3rd place, we got Sin Bob over at the Bedrock with 189,000 points. Only 6,000 points behind 2nd place, Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 195,000 points. Nan and Sinbob, they were previously tied earlier this week in these standings. And then it's not much of a jump up, only 5,000 points ahead in 1st place, but they're in a different point club. Just recently got there last night. It's Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 200,000 points exactly. Now is going to have to continue earning those points to stay in that 1st place spot.
Very true. So definitely looking pretty good on the players' side of things, but the locations is they're looking pretty crazy too because we got a newcomer in 10th place in this one as well. It's Steve-O's in Crystal. They now have 85,000 points, only 3,000 points behind 9th place, Halfley's Bar in Richmond.
Yeah, and this may be the standings where it's the hardest to pick out the races. Outside of the Steve-O's in Crystal and Halfley's Bar in Richmond, who are only about 3,000 points separating those two locations, the next closest, I think, is a 13,000 point gap, and that's between Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent in 8th and 7th. The rest, it just takes huge jumps each and every time that it goes into. So we'll talk about our top 5 because they're all in the 200,000 point club or higher. And in 5th place, we got our place on 3rd in Faribault with 218,000 points. With 289,000 points in 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia. Do you think we'll see them get into the 300,000 point club over this weekend?
Yeah, honestly, I see them a lot. They're one of the more consistent locations we see. So
Yeah.
I could definitely see that happening.
I agree. You got Nan, who's in 2nd place, who plays at Corky's Bar South Haven, who's definitely going to be helping out that point total.
Very true.
But in 2nd place, we got, in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. We were talking about Poppers in Virginia.
Yeah.
Nan plays at Corky's Bar South Haven, who's in the 300,000 point club with 360,000 points.
I wouldn't be surprised if, because they're honestly as consistent of a location as Poppers. They might even make it to the next club as well.
Oh, I mean, that would be 40,000 points earned over the weekend. But we've seen crazier things happen in these standings.
There's been some insane stuff.
But we did just have a location recently get into that 400,000 point club, and that's in second place, American Legion Fridley, with 401,000 points. And in first place, in a point club all to themselves, in the 500,000 point club, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 531,000 points. Now, I mean, it's a huge gap, but American Legion Fridley, you know, closing the gap just ever so slightly over this past week.
Very, very true. You know, inching ever so closer.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they can make it competitive by the end of the season. We still have a little bit of the season left. So American Legion Fridley, I do say they still have an opportunity to, even though it's a 130,000 point gap that they would have to get past. But it could definitely happen with a top tier location like them.
Yeah, no, I can see it happening for sure. But, of course, we do have some awesome E-Tab stuff to get into. Right now, we're listening to Penguin Palooza, just one of our classic E-Tab games
one of my favorites.
Oh, 100%. It's just a bunch of, you know, Pilot Games, Penguins, just chilling out.
Yeah, it makes me think of Happy Feet.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. Oh, yeah, honestly, a couple of the characters I could see having some, like, maybe, like, distant cousins.
Yeah, like I would say because, like, you know, a Happy Feet, you know, you got that iconic Penguin one. You got Surf's Up, which is another iconic Penguin movie from our childhood. Yeah. But they look more like the Happy Feet Penguins than the Surf's Up Penguins.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you guys could check out all the different E-Tab games we have because we have so many different ones with different themes, and you guys can play anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in all of those games. What is your favorite bonus round, though?
I really like the home run derby bonus round, to be honest.
Pick the lucky batter.
Yeah, that's really cool. But I think like the most like creative one in my opinion was probably the time travel one.
Yes.
I just think that's like cool. Like you can go in the future.
That was the one
past.
I was gonna pick was the time travel one, just because it's the most creative of the ones that I've seen so far. But I'll go with a different one. I'll go with the Buku Bucks bonus round where you go to deer camp and play some beer pong to win some good prizes.
100%. Yeah, definitely not a bad choice right there either. But, of course, let us know what your favorite E-Tab game or maybe even bonus round is. We'll send you out a little bit of Pilot Games luck. But we do have some awesome game day bingo to get into right after that Vikings bingo from 12 to 1. And, of course, the game day bingo is the 50-cent cards, and we'll be playing them from 1 to 4 p.m. During that time, you can get chances at the minor. It's starting off at $252 and 52 balls or less to win. And, obviously, that clicks up every game 2 balls. So keep that in mind. It's some pretty good chances on the way. That major jackpot right now is at $1,000 and 48 balls or less to win. And that mega jackpot is starting to click up. It's at $12,544 and 46 balls or less to win.
Definitely some great stuff there. And you'll have more opportunities of that game day bingo during our happy hour and whatever they grow to, wherever they leave off at, you will be having those opportunities from 4 all the way till 6. And bracketing those games from 4 to 6, you got 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo run right at 4 p.m. to start us off with $37,280 on the line. If you don't win it, you'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. just before you get into that skull bingo to end off your night. But while you guys are playing those games during our happy hour, you're earning points towards our happy hour standings. Now, they haven't been updated in a very long time, but once they do, we are going to be finding out some really, really crazy stuff has been shaken up in these standings. But as they sit right now, it is ties galore.
Oh, 100%, because we start off with a 3-way tie between Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville. They all got 10,000 points in 10th place. 7th place is a 3-way tie between Dustball 75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar, Tesla is over at Friends Bar, Kirby is over at American Legion Fridley, and they all have 11,000 points in 7th place. 6th place is Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon with 12,000 points. 5th place is Chica over at Willie McCoy's Vandover with 13,000 points. 4th is Billany over at VFW Blaine with 15,000 points. Third is Olars over at Onamia Vets Club with 17,000 points. Second is Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar in Burnsville with 20,000 points. And first place is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 38,000 points.
On to the location standings. In 10th place, we got the Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 8th place, we have a two-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids and Willie McCoy's of Andover. 7th place is Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 19,000 points. With 23,000 points in 6th place, we got VFW Blaine. 5th place is the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 26,000 points. With 33,000 points in 4th place, we got American Legion Fridley, big-time location that just got their Pilot TV. 3rd place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 44,000 points. And with 46,000 points in 2nd place, we got Onamia Vets Club. And in 1st place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with a whopping 80,000 points.
Awesome stuff. So definitely a great job to all of the players and locations popping up on those standings.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully
Can't
we can
wait.
get those crazy change up soon.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that, where it ends up, where everything gets shaken up, because we're going to see players fly all over the place.
100%. But of course, we have a ton of Skull Bingo $1 cards coming to you guys tonight from 6 all the way till 10. No interruptions happening because we got that line starting off fresh at 10 balls or less to win, but you guys know it goes out pretty often. That large frame jackpot is starting off the night at $4,153 and 43 balls or less to win. And that coverall jackpot is sitting at $48,185 and 50 balls or less to win.
Oh, yeah, and sometimes we like to interrupt that Skull Bingo with some of our best gaming nights of the week, and that's our PGL night. We have 2 of them. One of them's a MegaSota game night where Tony and Nikki bring a bunch of PGL game action at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and they have not been able to give out their grand finale of Jackpot Jungle, which is sitting at $38,447 you can take home in 54 balls or less. The other one is TwinsWinsDay, and that's where me and Will come and try and give a bunch of PGL game action out, and that happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. It's super fun, and if you want to be a part of these nights and earn points to try and get into our top 10s, you got to be signed up at one place.
That's right. You got to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. PGL players compete for points, and they have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it. So definitely sign up at pgl.world today.
Yeah, and I'm sitting next to the record holder of the fastest sign-up in PGL history, which he only took 26 seconds.
That's right.
But we got some players that may have not taken only 26 seconds to do so. We can't all be as great as the great Higgins.
True.
But players that got signed up nonetheless, and it's Hockaday 25, Vegas Made 1, Eli 333, BKR, Sarah, Tay, and Lilu loves you. There's a little bit of luck heading out to all you guys for getting signed up at that PGL.world.
Awesome stuff. But we do have some of those PGL standings to get into. We got the players and locations, and these players have been getting pretty crazy. We have a million point club member now.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy stuff. We'll talk about everyone who's at 700,000 points or higher. I feel like that's proper because that's where it starts to get real competitive.
True.
And in 4th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 711,000 points, trying to catch up to 3rd place Devoided over at the Roadside with 731,000 points. With 764,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bergar over at the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, and they all are trying to get into that 1 million point club because with a huge lead in 1st place, we got Forget You D at VFW Austin with 1,059 points.
Some crazy stuff, but for these location standings, I'll go over the 2 million point club really quick. 6th place, Friendly Buffalo and Big Lake got 2,007,000 points. 5th in Corner Pocket and Rice, 2,138,000 points. 4th place is Mabel Liquor Store with 2,393,000 points. 3rd is VFW Northfield with 2,466,000 points. 2nd is Poppers in Virginia with 2,746,000 points. And in the 3 million point club is 1st place Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 3,114,000 points.
Definitely some great location standings. And if you guys want to stay up to date with all the changes in the standings, all the weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more, you got to give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and click on our logo. Not only will you have all that great information in front of you, but also a website link, which is our link tree, which has links to bar locations, our other socials, and PGL.world, as long as so much more. It's a great way to be all up to date with Pilot Games, as well as voice your opinion about maybe even the newest ETAB game we just released, like a Bounty Hunter. And we actually just posted on that Facebook page a little place for you guys to give your opinions on them, because we'd love to hear if you like it, you dislike it, what your feelings are.
Very, very true. So definitely check in on that. But we have the most important part of the broadcast to get into, the player spotlight. This week it was Shindell over at Mr. Jim's Foley taking home 10 grand. It was crazy stuff. 45 balls. It was insanity. It was 44 or 45.
He won it at 44. It was at 45 balls or less.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy stuff. Shindell winning that over Mr. Jim's Foley and supporting the charity St. Cloud Boxing and Wrestling Club. And their mission statement is to play, have fun, and to learn.
Yeah, and that's just a reminder for you guys that whenever you play Pilot Games, your community wins. We'll be back in just 10 minutes.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later.
Smells like money.
5 free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Hey guys, and we are here for some Vikings bingo, and we're already in this very first game. We got a line and large M prize of, let's see, we'll check it out when this first ball drops, and it's $12 on that line and large M, and I mean a great coverall jackpot, $12,980, and we'll be streaming all 10 of these Vikings bingo games to you live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
That's right, but we've been sending out a ton of new Pilot TVs to a lot of new locations. We're going to give a special shout out to a lot of them right now, starting off with Rusty Duck 2. Not Happy Tour. I was doing it again. I caught myself. Happy Hour in Madison. Toppers.
We do have a winner before you keep on reading those locations. We got Itchy, Scrub Eye, Local. All of them splitting up $12 on that prize. Big win for Scrub Eye, who's #1 in these standings.
Awesome stuff. And then, of course, after Toppers, it's Windrift Lounge. Then we got Westfield Golf Club, Eagles in Austin, Mapleview Lounge 2, the Cree Bar and Grill, Bobby Joe's, the Bar and Grill, American Legion Fridley, Municipal Liquor Store in Eagle Bend, and VFW in Eagle Bend.
Definitely some really, really great stuff there. And we've been giving out a bunch of great jackpots over the past 7 days. And we've actually given out 26 jackpots over the last 7 days and 289 jackpots during this season 12. I mean, a really great season 12. And 3 of those jackpots went out just yesterday.
Awesome stuff. Starting it off with Shorty over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, taking home the biggest jackpot of $5,370.
Yeah, I had a really good time giving that one out. It was super surprising as I did not expect it. The next one went out to Tommy J over at American Legion Moorhead, taking home $690.
Awesome stuff. And then Mad Dog finished things off over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, winning $831 to finish off the day.
Yeah, hopefully we got a player picture of that $831, as he's always sending in player pictures all
100%.
the time. We do have 50 balls dropped in this one, so I think we're hoping for the double win if we want to give out this jackpot, and it doesn't look like it's happening. We're moving on to a must-go prize of $18 on that coverall, and we'll see who can win the $12 large M or the $18 coverall, as we got players already 1 ball away.
Awesome stuff. But, of course, hey, there it is. We got Mad Dog over at MT's on 8th, Local over at the, the Well, and it was TG Vikes over at Bungalow Inn. All 3 of them splitting up that large M at $12. Nice job to you guys. And at the same time, we got the coverall winner, too. It is Local over at the Well, taking home another prize on this game.
Yeah, good job to all the winners.
Oh, triple win.
Oh, yeah, triple win for Local in these this game of Vikings Bingo. Game number 1. We're now getting rolled into game number 2 with that jackpot continuing to grow and roll into this next one. And I'm hoping Mad Dog has his lucky horseshoe while he's out there, as that jackpot's closing in on $13,000. But you guys could take home a really good prize in our newest E-Tab game. It's called Bounty Hunter. Check out those iPads and even collect up those lucky horseshoes and try the Bonanza bonus. Or try your luck and pick a lucky door in the Saloon Door bonus.
Okay, a couple different bonus rounds you guys can choose from, so that'll be awesome to see. So try it out. Bounty Hunter is available now at any of those E-Tab games. So definitely some awesome stuff. Let us know what you think about it. We love hearing your feedback about all that good stuff.
And we're a big fan of Western movies and stuff like that. And Bounty Hunter definitely gives me that Western movie
100%.
vibe. And we were talking about some of our best ones. Ben was saying that his favorite was
Butch Cassidy and the
Sundance Kid. You said yours was
it was either The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, or like Blazing Saddles.
That's what I was gonna say. Blazing Saddles was the one that you said.
Is a good one.
That one's super funny too.
Yeah.
We got
There's Willy Wonka doing all those things in that movie. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The Magnificent Seven. I've heard a lot of things about that. Just
as a decent movie.
It's a newer Western, which you don't see a lot of new Westerns, where they dominated the genre in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah. I really liked The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That was really good. And then another newer Western that I liked was, I think actually go over to the left. It was called, I think The Hateful Eight. Yeah, The Hateful Eight. That was really good too.
Yeah, that was a 2015 one.
Yep.
That wasn't the parody one, right?
I don't think so.
Because there's a parody one as well of the Hateful Eight.
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
Yes, and Adam. Yeah, it's not. It's
it's okay.
It's whatever it is.
Yeah. True Grit is another good modern western.
I forgot Back to the Future had a western. Like that was Back to the Future 3 was a western.
They were technically a western.
Yeah, because they went back to western times.
Cowboys versus aliens. That was really.
It's
funny.
Cowboys and aliens.
Cowboys and aliens.
Yeah. Fun fact. A lot of people think it's Cowboys versus aliens, and it's a big Mandela effect. That's actually Cowboys and aliens.
That's pretty funny.
That one's fun. It's like entertaining, but I don't necessarily call it like one of my best westerns or anything like that.
I saw it in movie theaters, and it was cool.
It feels like it would definitely be at its peak in the movie theater.
Yeah. No Country for Old Men is a really good movie.
I mean, all these ones that I could list off: High Noon, No Country for Old Men, Unforgiven, Giant, How the West Was Won, Django Unchained, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I haven't watched this one, but I want to. The Revenant, which is actually the one that why am I blanking on his name?
It's the only movie he's won an Oscar in, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar in it, and so I got to see that, as I like a lot of the ones that he didn't win an Oscar in. So
it was really good, but like it was a pretty slow burn movie.
Is it? It's one of those where you got to be really, really into like the struggle of.
You got to be in the mood to watch it for sure.
Yeah.
But like it's definitely like it's low key. It might be a good winter movie to watch.
Okay. Yeah. You got True Grit. I know that one's a huge one.
Yeah, that was the original version. That was a really good one.
Yeah. Well, definitely check out a Western game by playing the great eTab game Bounty Hunter. It's super fun, and see if you can win some really great prizes. 100%. You can see a preview of that game, as well as check in with us and let us know about how you like that game on our Facebook page. All you gotta do is search up Pilot Games and see our logo. Click on that and you'll see weekly bingo schedule, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more, like a website link which has our link trees on it, which has a link to bar locations, our other socials, pgl.world, and everything you could possibly need. But we have winners in this game.
That's right. We got a couple of them. We got Player over at Beck's Pub and Jerry G over at Eagles and Rochester. Both of them splitting up that line prize. Nice job to you guys.
Yeah, now working on that $13 large M. And we'll be playing this Vikings bingo all the way till 1 p.m., which leads us right into the game day bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock, and we get some really nice prizes between that mega and minor prize. It should be some really fun games.
100%. That game day bingo's looking pretty good. The minor is starting off the day at $252 and 52 balls or less to win. That major is starting off at $1,000 and 48 balls or less to win.
It did just go out in yesterday. That was the $5,000 jackpot that we ended up giving out.
Of course, but the mega is still sticking around $12,544 and 46 balls or less to win. It's going to be available starting at 1 to 4 p.m. And then if it doesn't go out during that time, it will carry on to the happy hour time.
Yeah, it should be a super fun happy hour, as that runs from 4 all the way till 6 and gets started off with some Lucky 4 bingo at 4 p.m. It's $37,280 on the line for that game of Lucky 4 bingo. And if it doesn't go out at 4 p.m., you'll have one final opportunity on this Friday at 6 p.m. But between then, you'll have more games of game day bingo, and any of those jackpots that grow wherever they leave off at during that 1 to 4 time, you'll have more opportunities during that 4 to 6 time. And then from 6 all the way till 10, post happy hour, you get into the Skull Bingo. Before we get into Skull Bingo prizes, we do have a winner.
That's right. We got a couple. We got a few. We got Steve over at Our Place on 3rd, Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza, and Unluck Mel over at Boudreaux's Bar 2. Oh, Unluck Me 1 over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, also taking away the coverall.
Yeah, good job to all the winners in this game number 2 of Vikings Bingo. We're now getting rolled into a game number 3, and that jackpot's still growing and rolling into this next game. Super exciting stuff. So getting rolled for this game number 3 as we talk about the Skull Bingo games that we have from 6 to 10, and there is a coverall of $48,185, the best jackpot on the line during that Skull Bingo, and you can win it in 50 balls or less. The large frame is at $4,153. I wouldn't mind winning that one either, and you can win that in 43 balls or less, and the line prize goes out all the time. It's starting off at $0, but it grows so quickly, and it goes out in 10 balls or less. It's super, super exciting.
Awesome stuff. So definitely try out that Skull Bingo tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. but usually we have some PGL nights happening during that little time slot. Every Tuesday we got MegaSota game night. It starts at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Got a lot of great PGL games packed in there. But at the very end of the night, we got a grand finale of the Jackpot Jungle $1 edition. And on that coverall jackpot and 54 balls or less to win, you could take home over $38,000. And that's before anybody even gets enrolled into the game.
Yeah, and we also have another PGL night, TwinsWinsDay. And that happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, where me and Will try and give out a bunch of PGL game action as well as some great prizes. It's super fun, so come out for both PGL nights, MegaSota game night, and TwinsWinsDay. But you guys just have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 3 of Vikings Bingo. And as you guys are getting enrolled, we got some national days to get into. First one being a little bit more serious.
That's right. Today is Orange Shirt Day. And Orange Shirt Day promotes awareness about the Indian residential school system still impacting Native American communities in the United States and Canada. Known as National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, the day honors the children forced into Indian boarding schools. In addition, the day also remembers those who never returned home from those boarding schools.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing that happened in our history, and we hopefully continue to try to progress and move past just terrible history.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a very important day, especially considering the government's, especially the Canadian government and the U.S. government too, hasn't really addressed it as much as they should have. And
yes,
a lot of the history has been suppressed because a lot of people at those boarding schools are still around.
Oh
today.
Yeah, it's a history that I never even touched base on in high school or anything like that. And it wasn't until post high school when I started talking to other people and I started learning more about the history of that kind of stuff that I actually found out all the terrible and atrocities that happened at those types of places.
Yeah.
We got just 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, and we'll get into a more lighthearted day, as it's International Translation Day. International Translation Day on September 30th pays tribute to language professionals who offer translation and interpretation services. It's in doing so, translators bring nations together, facilitate dialogue, and contribute to world peace.
Yeah, so definitely a good day to celebrate. Bringing cultures together.
Yeah, I think it's huge being able to communicate with every country and being able to do that. And translators make that super possible. I also think that it's also a day where you can become your own personal translator and push yourself maybe to learn a new language, as that's super helpful, especially in the day and age where the world just keeps on getting smaller.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because
so definitely.
I know a bunch of people that, especially when I lived down in Arizona and down in just the south area, a lot of people were like, that's a mandatory skill. We do so much business with Mexico. We do so much other stuff where you have to deal with customers that only speak Spanish and stuff like that, that you had to learn that skill to be able to just be a business person in those areas. And so it's super important to translators as well as learning those languages for yourself. We do have a Lion Prize winner, though.
That's right. It is Kirby over at VFW Blaine taking away the Lion Prize.
Yeah, but happy International Translation Day. I don't know where we'd be without those translators.
100%. But we do have another national day up next, and it's National Love People Day. This day asks us to lift others up through the profound power of unconditional love.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most powerful ways of support is showing your unconditional love for people. And some people in your life definitely deserve that unconditional love. And so make sure you show it on today, because I know some people, they have that love and they just don't show it. And so today is to promote the showing of that great bond you have.
Oh.
We do have 37 balls dropped on this one. We'll see if we can give out that $15 large M nice and early so we can have a run-up at this $13,125 coverall. We'll see if we can give it out. Now, what is a great way? Now, I'm struggling actually to think of this. What's a great way to show unconditional love to somebody?
I think unconditional love is kind of something that's hard to express, I feel like.
Yes.
I think that's just kind of most commonly shown through actions and that sort of thing.
That's what I was about to say.
Through the course of knowing somebody.
I was going to say presence, being present for your conversations with person, being present for big events in their lives kind of things is one of those things that can really show that unconditional love without even speaking it to somebody. You're just there for them kind of thing is one that I definitely view as a way of expressing that unconditional gonna love.
100%. So definitely a good day to celebrate. But we do have a couple winners. We got Jerry G over at Eagles Rochester taking away the large M, and Kirby over at VFW Blaine taking another win on the coverall.
Oh, yeah, and we got another international day to get into as you guys get enrolled into a game number 4 of Vikings Bingo, and it's International Podcast Day. International Podcast Day dedicates September 30th to promote the growing media of podcasts and the technology surrounding it. Around the world, people listen to their favorite podcasts to keep up with the latest news, technology, entertainment, or information.
Yeah, definitely a cool one. There's a lot of really cool podcasts out there. I think my favorite ones are the ones that like follow people like playing like Dungeons and Dragons and that sort of thing. I think those are really fun.
Like where they're telling their story on the podcast.
Yeah, they're like playing it and stuff.
Yes, that's super fun. I love anything like that where it's a very lighthearted podcast. But there's also podcasts that are very up to date and will keep you up to date with news articles. Will keep you up to date with. I mean, you can find ones about conspiracy theories, about ultimate eating challenges that are around the world. There's its own the variety of podcasts is just so immense, and so it's super fun. You can almost find more podcasts about different things than you can shows about different things, and so it's an awesome day as it really podcasts hit everybody's interests. I feel like
100%. So definitely some cool ones. Whether you're listening to a true crime podcast or you're just listening to some conspiracy theories, definitely a good way to celebrate it. Maybe take today and listen to a couple episodes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think sports podcasts are probably my most listened to podcasts, as I just listen to sports all the time, and so that's probably where I watch them the most. But the most enjoyment I get from podcasts are from those funny little gaming ones where they're like telling the story of like the game that they're playing, and you're like, oh, this is cool. 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled in this next game.
I don't listen to a ton of podcasts personally, but I think when I do, like, I think that one I listened to a while ago and it was pretty funny. It was like two sons and their dad playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That's super
and
funny.
It's like I think it's like one of the most popular like ones of its kind or whatever.
That's super cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I usually don't listen to like actual podcasts. I watch YouTube videos of things that stream on YouTube as well as podcast, and so then I see their face, but usually I don't even listen to their watch their faces. I'm usually writing the script or washing the dishes or doing something random while I'm listening to the videos. But a big day for podcasts. So happy National
100%.
Podcast Day, International Podcast Day. As we get into our next national day, this is a great one for the fall time.
Oh, 100%. It is National Hot Mulled Cider Day. This day warms our homes with the scent of cinnamon, nutmeg, and apple.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I've even had
mulled cider.
Mulled cider, to be honest.
It's kind of like I don't know. I think probably.
Yeah, it's a combination of juice like apple cider, orange, or cranberry juice. This is a mulled cider, not what we're talking about. And it is heated with spices like cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and anise.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool. It's often served hot with alcohol like whiskey, spice rum, or brandy.
That's really cool. I had a little whatchamacallit, like apple cider mimosa last night, and it was really good.
Really? That sounds super tasty. It's probably pretty close to what we're talking about on today. Let's find out a little bit more about.
It's probably a pretty popular drink, like historically. I would figure.
Hot mulled cider is a popular autumn and winter beverage. I mean, makes sense. Any hot beverage gets more popular in the winter months. We do have a line prize going out to player over at Beck's Pub in Becker, taking home $19.
But let's see. Wassail refers both to the salute wassail and to the drink of wassail, a hot mulled cider traditionally drunk as an integral part of wassailing, a medieval Southern English drinking ritual intended to ensure a good cider apple harvest the following year.
Really? That's super funny.
That's pretty cool.
The combination of spice varies, but it usually consists of cinnamon, cloves, allspice, nutmeg, and less frequently star anise, peppercorn, or cardamom. It also usually includes dried fruit such as raisins, apples, or orange rings.
Sweet. Oh, orange rind.
Yeah, rind. That's what I meant.
The orange, like the peach rings.
Yes.
It's just like in medieval times.
We almost went to a place that would probably put peach rings while we were in Minnesota.
What
was that place called?
Man, I have no idea.
It had just a bunch of candy and alcoholic fishbowl drinks.
Yeah, no, there was this. People probably know if they go to Mall of America. There's this bar like up in one of the top levels where like you can get like candy cocktails, and it looked pretty good. We were really tempted to get one, but we were just bouncing to other stores and ended up going elsewhere.
Yeah, we didn't really have much time to even sit and eat that often.
We would rather have just spent it like walking around looking at places.
Yeah.
But, of course, we do have TG Vikes over at Bungalow Inn taking away that large M. We're only a couple balls away from this coverall. Let's see if SAC can get it done. Let's see. It's going to have to be this one. Not going to happen. Moving on to that $28 must-go prize on the coverall.
It's the Sugar Factory.
Oh, okay, cool.
That it was that.
It seemed pretty cool. Like I feel like it probably would have been pretty
seems like
good.
a stomach ache to me.
No, it seemed like it would either have been like, wow, this is really good, I can barely taste the alcohol, or it was like, this is so sickly sweet, I do not want to finish this.
Yeah.
Like it was going to be either of the two ways.
Yeah, it's funny because ever since I turned 21, I probably couldn't actually drink one of those. Like I would hate it. Like I would be like, it's too sweet kind of thing.
Exactly.
But previous, I mean, that would probably be a different story. We got split win on that coverall with SAC over at Rick's Spring Golf Club. And also at Rick Spring Golf Club, we had JTR.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to you guys winning on this game. But, of course, we do have one or a couple more national days to get into because it is now National Mud Pack Day. This day gives permission to get muddy.
Yeah,
cool.
That's awesome. On today, I don't know
the mud pack.
You know, what is the mud pack? That just reminds me of there's a picture that has hung up in my grandparents' living room for forever, and it's a picture.
It's something from Batman.
Is it? Here, we'll go to the actual. Oh, okay, now.
No, it's something else.
It looks like it's
the mud pack is something for Batman, though.
That's hilarious. But mud packs are a mixture of therapeutic clays that are applied to the skin to increase circulation, ease muscle tension, release toxins, and boost immunity. Okay. They are well on oil and some combination skin types. While commonly used as a facial mud pack, it actually treats the entire skin surface.
Interesting.
So you'll see like people that they'll go into those like hot springs and stuff like that, and they'll put the mud on their skin to like help them like exfoliate or do whatever it is because it's got these crazy like improve minerals, and this is probably talking about a little bit more of the homemade, man-made version of it of mud pack.
Oh, and there's difference between mud masks and clay masks. That makes sense, I guess. Interesting.
Super cool stuff. I mean, it seems like a good one on today. I like a good face mask every once in a while.
Yeah,
it's nice and refreshing.
Yeah, I do. I like the sheet masks because like I have a beard, so like
you can't do it. I have the ability. I can shave all my facial hair, the little bit that I do have, and I can put a full face mask on. And it's super fun. But I don't do it too often. But when I do, I definitely get a little bit of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I like those mint ones. You know what I mean, like the refreshing cool ones. I feel like those are always the best.
This mud pack is also a name for a group of Batman rogues who use the name Clayface. Okay. Yeah. It's Clayface's group's name of rogues, which he can manipulate himself to look like a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
And he's actually in the new Harley Quinn animated series.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's pretty funny. I haven't gotten too into it, but it's I watched a few episodes.
Sweet. Well. Hey, happy National Mud Pack Day.
Yeah, and final national day is National Chewing Gum Day. National Chewing Gum Day exercises our jaws on September 30th. Pop a bubble of fresh or freshen your breath with a piece of chewing gum.
Hey. Awesome stuff.
I used to be so big about chewing gum when I was in high school.
In high school, it was it was huge.
Well, I had too much energy in high school, to spare, so I needed something to be able to.
I'd rather pay attention to anything other than class.
Yeah, so a mint piece of gum, I mean, was top tier.
Exactly.
Now, my favorite gum is actually like cinnamon like hot gum.
Yeah.
Like the Red Hot.
Yeah, it's
like
awesome.
that is my favorite type of gum. But I am like that is the thing I am most allergic to out of any other like of the cinnamon artificial cinnamon flavored things.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that makes my tongue swell up. It's the Red Hot gum that just makes my tongue swell up like crazy.
He's allergic to like Red 40.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
the coloring.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know, but I just know that it causes me lots of issues, and I love the flavors of those things.
Yeah.
And it's so disappointing every time. I try it like every 5 years.
Man,
I try to have a piece.
You should honestly just try and make some of that like homemade cinnamon gum, like with real cinnamon.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah,
right
and
there.
just try and see if you can work your way around it.
Oh,
but we do have Sam over at American Legion Forest Lake and Steve over at Our Place on 3rd taking away and splitting up the line prize of $20. Nice job to you guys. But I honestly, my favorite chewing gum, it might have to be like the first 20 seconds of Juicy Fruit.
Ooh, yeah, that is
like that's prime. Like it's crazy.
That definitely is some of the best.
I'm like Hubba Bubba, the watermelon.
I'm going to say my favorite, because it doesn't give me an allergic reaction, is going to be just Big League Chew.
Big League Chew is great. No, I like Big League Chew.
Yeah, that's my favorite. If it was appropriate for me to be able to carry around Big League Chew in my back pocket and that be my form of eating gum, I would probably do it.
Just loose in your back pocket. This is not even in the bag. Just loose in there.
That's disgusting. We're not going to talk about that more.
Have you ever had the blue raspberry?
No, I've only had the original Big League Chew.
I've never bought it before, but like one of my friends had it and I tried it, and I think I remember it being good, unless it was a different kind of blue raspberry gum.
Yeah, I stopped playing baseball at like the age of, I'm trying to think, probably around 2nd grade was when I stopped playing baseball, and I didn't play again until 8th grade.
Yeah.
No, 7th grade was when I played again, and I only played for that singular year, and I never had Big League Chew during that time.
Yeah.
But I didn't have Big League Chew literally at all after that 2nd grade year, and so I don't even know if they had the extra flavors at that point.
Yeah, I think I played from like 3rd to 6th grade.
Yes.
I think is the years I played.
And they had all the different flavors at that point.
No, it was. I think they did have the other flavors from what I can remember. Because I think I remember the green apple flavor.
Because your 5th grade is when I was playing baseball again in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they had all the flavors at that point. We do have a winner, though. We got Sack over at Rich String Golf Club taking home that $31 coverall. Good job to all the winners in this game. What are we in? Game number 5?
I think this is a game number 5. Yeah, this is a game number 5 right now.
We're about to get enrolled into a game number 6 with that jackpot still growing in this game. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play for it. We want to give out over $13,000. But happy National Chewing Gum Day. It's a great day to, chew a little bit of gum. I used to have a theory that, I thought that chewing gum would make my jawline better. And so, I chewed gum all the time. And when I hit puberty, I was doing that. And, my face would get out, and I, actually got a jawline. And I fully blamed it on the gum. In high school, I was like, it's because I chewed gum all the time. You guys could have a great jawline, too. But you just need to chew gum, and not realizing that it's just bone structure, genetics, and everything like that. And so I'm like, it's just chew some more gum, and then you'll have.
It's like those people trying to sell those jaw exercise crunchers online.
Yes, exactly. That's what I thought. That those people had convinced me.
It's so funny because orthodontists and all the dentist people, they're like, dude, this is terrible for your mouth.
Yeah, isn't chewing gum in general just terrible for your mouth?
Yeah, the chewing gum part it's not great, especially when it has sugar in it.
I think it also just the grinding of your teeth.
Yeah.
That's where it really hurts.
It's just the constant chewing. So that's why a lot of gum places do try to keep the flavor down for a little bit.
Yeah, so it just freshens your mouth. You spit it out after about 10 minutes of chewing it, and that's how it's supposed to actually get used.
Exactly.
Me, on the other hand, I just throw another piece in and revamp the flavor.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, no, it's pretty funny stuff. But hey, happy National Chewing Gum Day.
Yeah, we do have a little disappointing Twins news, as they are officially no shot at making the playoffs.
No.
They had a 0.01% shot
it's funny.
of making the playoffs.
Wait, hold on. Look at if the Mariners won. If the Mariners lost, then we were the reason we didn't make the playoffs. Let's take a look. They moved on to their other series. Let's take a look if they won those games against the Rangers.
Yeah,
they won the games against the Rangers.
Yeah, they won back-to-back against
even
the
if we won, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, so it's I don't feel as bad about it. I still want to get over 500, and this means we have to win out to be able to get over 500 in this season.
So that means we're 76 and 80 now.
Yes, 76 and 80 on this season.
Not liking to see that.
Nope, not at all. But we do have a game today, which I am hoping that we can win, but the Tigers are hot right now. They're like 8-2 in the last 10 games. And so it's going to be a tough one, and we're playing them tonight at 6:10 p.m. in Detroit.
That's like so typical of a Detroit team. Like at the tail end of like a terrible like 56 and 80 season.
Yeah.
they're just like winning 8 games in a row.
Yeah, I'm so upset about it because I'm like, I just want to finish over 500. Just let us finish over 500. Yeah. I want a winning season. But it's going to be a tough one. Detroit's going to put up a struggle, and hopefully we can do that tonight. And you guys can get a little bit of Twins game action by playing the great E-Tab game, Twins Win. Play wherever you're playing Pilot games at, or even try out the bonus round, the Home Run Derby bonus round, where you can pick up the lucky batter and win some Grand Slam prizes.
Awesome stuff. So definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. But we do have balls rolling on this game. We got $18 on the line and on the large M, and we already got a player 1 ball away from that line. So we'll have to wait and see what they can do with that. But there it is. Trisha Fred swooping in to take it away over at Woodtick Inn, winning $18 on the line. Nice job to Trisha Fred.
Yeah, definitely awesome stuff there. But we're trying to see. It looks like our Minnesota Twins are the favorite for this game, but I'm trying to see where the over-under is. The over-under is sitting at...
Click here for the latest odds. Oh, okay, cool. It's actually like showing us like here. Go up if you go up to the left. Oh, this is sweet. We should bookmark this.
Yeah,
this is great. Let's take a look at what we got for the Minnesota Twins happening. I think there we are.
Yeah, it looks like we are favored by 1.5 runs heading into this game. And the over-under is sitting at 7 points.
Yeah.
7.5 points.
Yeah. So, hey, okay, well, hopefully we can at least beat the odds.
Yeah, and you'll be here to make a prediction on this game later during the happy hour, but I'll make my own prediction since I won't be on air after this. And my prediction of this game is going to be 7-3 victory for our Minnesota Twins. We get a dominant victory on this one.
I think it's going to be a 9-8 victory.
High scoring no matter what, though.
Yeah, it's just going to be like a shootout in there. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that should be some fun stuff. So come out, watch the Twins play, as well as play some Skull Bingo during that time. But we do have a large M winner.
That's right. It's Tammy Girl over at Clearwater Corners taking away that large M. Nice job to you.
Let's see. We are still in line to give out this $13,000 jackpot. We'll see if Trisha Fred or Tammy Girl can take this one home. Last opportunity. No, we are moving on to a must-go prize of $28. But Trisha Fred and Tammy Girl were so close to taking that one home.
100%. But we do have those Twiking Zone standings to talk about. This is what you guys earn every day from 12 to 1, or right now when you're playing Lunch Hour Bingo. So I'm going to keep that in mind as we're going through. Starting off these player standings, we got a newcomer into 10th. It's SNS over at American Legion Fridley with 57,000 points.
We do have Trisha Fred over at the Woodtick Inn taking home $28 on that one. Say hi to Fred, Trisha, for me. But good job to all the winners on this game number 5, or game number 6.
Yeah, this was a game number 6.
Game number 6. We're now getting rolled into game number 7. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press and play. And John is going to be telling you about those great player standings for our lunchtime bingo.
Awesome stuff. Well, going on into it. 10th place was SNS, like I said. Now 9th ahead of them is T-Bone and Poppers with 89,000 points. 8th place is Red over at American Legion Fridley with 99,000 points. 7th is Tez over in Poppers with 108,000 points. 6th place is Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant with 122,000 points. 5th place is Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's with 176,000 points. 4th place, only a couple thousand points ahead, is Loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 178,000 points. 3rd place is Sin Bob over at Bedrock with 189,000 points. 2nd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 195,000 points. And in 1st place, The first one to reach the 200,000 point club, it's Scrub-Eye over at VFW Blaine with 200,000 points.
Yeah, good job to Scrub-Eye. Getting wins already on today as well, and good job getting into that club.
100%.
Onto the location side of these standings, and in 10th place, previously unranked, we got Steve-O's and Crystal with 85,000 points. 9th place is Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 88,000 points. 107,000 points for the 8th place location, Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 7th place is Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent with 120,000 points. With 197,000 points in 6th place, we got VFW Blaine. 5th place is Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 218,000 points. With 289,000 points in 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia trying to get into that 300,000 point club. But in that club, in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven with 360,000 points. With 401,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 531,000 points.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all the top 10 locations and players in those Twiking Zone standings. But of course, maybe in between one of these games, if you guys feel like taking a quick E-Tab break, you can try out Penguin Palooza. It's a lot of fun. Got a lot of weird, quirky penguins in there.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Some of them repping some Pilot merch.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you got a nice Pilot beanie on.
Fashionable penguins. But of course, it's a lot of fun. Try it out. Let us know what you think. But if you don't feel like, getting down with the Penguins over in the Palooza, Pilot Games has over 70 different charitable E-Tab games you can choose from. Play any of them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus and free play rounds as well.
Yeah, definitely. Just a great time to win some really, really good prizes, especially in that newest E-Tab game, Bounty Hunter. We'd love for you guys to check it out, as well as check in on our social medias and let us know how you like it. But we do have balls dropping in this game of Vikings Bingo. It's a game number 7, where we have a line and large M prize of $21, and the coverall prize is sitting at $13,533. We got some music history on today, and in 2008 on today, Disney releases Nightmare Revisited, a cover album of songs for The Nightmare Before Christmas. The new album commemorates the 15th anniversary of the film's original 1993 release and features a new arrangement by Korn, Amy Lee of Evanescence, and Marilyn Manson.
That's right. Yeah, that is insane. I didn't even know this existed. That's awesome.
Didn't know. I'm going to have to give it a listen at some point, as I already gave the music history from yesterday a listen. Yeah. The previously number one Star Wars theme / Cantina Man, which I forced you to listen to today. Yeah. Because I was like, you have to hear this.
Well, I mean, there has to be people out there that know that was number 1 at one point.
Yes, exactly.
Like people out there right now that probably have it like on vinyl in their in their garage. Probably.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was a
great
song. I got to listen to it for the first time. Me and Jordy, we put it on right when we left the office yesterday, and we listened to it the whole 15 minutes on the way back.
That's awesome.
It was a great time. There's even a R2D2 bleeping solo.
Oh, that's great. That is awesome. But of course, we do have a winner. We got Player over at Eagles Grand Rapids taking away that line prize. Nice job to you, Player. But for the second little tidbit in music history today, happening back in 2019, only a few years ago, Green Day and the National Hockey League announced a partnership deal that includes the band playing halftime of the 2020 All-Star Game and their song Fire, Ready, Aim as the opening theme to the Wednesday night hockey broadcast.
Yeah, I love it whenever anybody takes over any kind of big person takes over those big hockey night, Thursday night football, Monday night football, whatever it is. It's always people creating some really iconic songs, and it's super fun.
100%. But we do have another winner on the large M.
Yeah, it's Tammy Girl over at Clearwater Corners taking home that $21 Musco Large M. Now we're working on a Musco prize on that coverall, $32 available, as that jackpot is growing and rolling into a game number 8. But I want to know who sings Sunday Night Football this year.
I'm not too sure, but before we go further, we do have Patty TTT over at Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park taking away the coverall. Nice job to Patty, Tammy, and Player all winning on this game.
Okay, it's still done by Carrie Underwood.
Sweet.
I knew she was it for the last few years, but I didn't know if they decided to change it ever.
Oh, I gotcha. I wonder if they do like a deal like thing where they do it for a couple years.
Yeah, because she's been how long? I don't know how long Carrie Underwood has been doing that.
I don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, Carrie Underwood I don't know, first Sunday Night Football maybe. I don't know. But of course, we do have this jackpot available in 52 balls, still continuing on to the next game. So while we're about to get enrolled to it, keep that in mind. 52 balls is a pretty good ball count to try and get it. But before we go further, Carrie Underwood, she's been doing it a while.
Yeah, since 2013, and she's about to head into her 10th season being the Sunday Night Football singer.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, she's iconic for it at this point.
Yeah, seriously.
When I start thinking of Sunday Night Football on NBC, I'm like, Carrie Underwood.
Yeah,
that's the one I think of.
That's
now,
pretty
I don't
funny.
know why I sounded more like Kid Rock in it, though, while I was doing my rendition.
We need to get Kid Rock in next.
That would be awesome.
Every Michigander like, yes!
Yes, Kid Rock!
It's like every Michigander is just like, Kid Rock and Eminem for everything.
Everything.
So
oh my gosh,
funny.
we had an Eminem day in history yesterday as well, as we were talking about Mom's Spaghetti opening up in Detroit just last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I think I read an article about that doing a thing, but I didn't know it was an actual restaurant that's been open. Like, I
Yes.
thought it was just like a pop-up or something.
Yeah, no, it's actually open, and you can go get like spaghetti. They have they only serve spaghetti.
Okay.
They got spaghetti with meatballs. They got vegan spaghetti with meatballs, and they got a spaghetti sandwich.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, between two Texas garlic toasts.
Oh, that's probably pretty good.
It's
probably pretty good.
Sounds delicious.
100%. That's pretty funny. Do they have like a whole merch shop and stuff too?
I have
I'm
no
guessing?
idea. I haven't looked. We didn't look too much. It was just on the broadcast while we were searching it up
Eminem
and
needs
stuff.
to put his merch in there.
That would be
people would go there.
Oh, for sure.
That's
If they had like Eminem eating a bowl of spaghetti and then like underneath it said Mom's Spaghetti underneath,
Seriously,
it'd
yeah.
be great.
That'd be great. It would be. But of course, we do only have a few seconds left to get enrolled into this next game. So get enrolled. Over $13,000 is available on that jackpot. But in the meantime, please sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. All those PGL players compete for points and have access to insider info, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it too. So then we check it out, and we got some new players that did exactly just that and followed our advice.
Oh, yeah. It's Hockaday 25, Vegas Made 1, Eli 333, BKR, Sarah, Tate, and Lilu Loves You. Sending out a little bit of luck to all those players getting signed up.
Awesome stuff. Good luck to you guys. Hopefully we can see you getting on some PGL standings or maybe getting some jackpots too. Definitely would be some awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah, and we'll get into the PGL standings right now. And in 10th place, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin with 600,000 points. With 618,000 points in 9th place, we got Keeves at Clearwater Corners. 8th place is Chapster over at Moe's with 619,000 points. With 641,000 points in 7th place, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville. 6th place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 659,000 points. With 670,000 points in 5th place, we got Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 4th place is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 711,000 points. With 731,000 points in 3rd place, we got Devoided over at the Roadside. And with 764,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bergar over at the Rutsy Nail Thief River Falls. Before I get into that number one player, the only player in the 1 million point club, we do have a winner on that line prize.
That's right. It's Tez over at Poppers in Virginia taking away that line prize of $24. Nice job to you, Tez.
Oh, yeah. And the number one player is Forget You D at VFW Austin with 1,059,000 points.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to the players. But we do have some locations to get into. Starting it off in 10th place is the Rusty Nail in Thief River Falls with 1,868,000 points, falling from 8th to 10th. Falling from 7th to 9th, we got VFW Austin with 1,905,000 points. Boosting up from 10th place to 8th, it's Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead with 1,925,000 points. 7th place, rising from 9th, it's LJ's in Miltona with 1,949,000 points. In 6th place, it's Friendly Buffalo in Big Lake with 2,007,000 points. 5th place is Corner Pocket in Rice with 2,138,000 points. 4th place is Maple Liquor Store with 2,393,000 points. 3rd place is VFW Northfield with 2,466,000 points. Second is Poppers in Virginia with 2,746,000 points. And in first place in a league of their own, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 3,114,000 points. Nice job to all the locations and players.
Well, our winner on that large M, Yo-Yo over at the Red Goat, gave us a great run-up at this $13,000 jackpot. We'll see if we can give it out. But Yo-Yo was able to take home $24 on that one. Let's see if that prize, no, click and pass it to a $37 must-go coverall prize. And that means that jackpot's rolling and growing into our final 2 games of the broadcast, game number 9, and hopefully we don't have to wait for game number 10 to try and give it out, so get enrolled for this next game. But we'll see who can win this $37 prize.
There it is. It's SNS over at the Barrel House Bar and Cafe taking away that coverall. Nice job to all the winners on this one, Tez, Yo-Yo, and of course SNS.
Speaking of winners, our Wild win their 3rd preseason game by a score of 5-2.
3-0.
Yeah. In front of the goal, Tyson Yost led the way offensively with 3 assists. Marco Rossi had a goal and an assist, and while Mason Shaw earned 2 assists on top of his gusty effort on the blue line, it seemed to be that Jonas Brodenshow scoring a goal and an assist, but always being his all-zone responsible self. The entire game played out a steady pace that ended up growing into a domination and confidence clearly building.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, the whole time, obviously, I think we just had the game in control. We're able to just do everything efficiently and just good.
Yeah, that's what we need to see is guys, us playing good in this preseason. This preseason means more to us than most other people's preseasons. We lost a lot of our star talent. There was a lot of people that we had to trade away. We had to go let them sign at other places. And so this is our first chance to be able to see some of these guys get their first NHL opportunity where they're playing against guys who are also playing at that NHL level. And some of those guys are really showing up and showing that they are deserving of making this team.
I agree. And I think the biggest thing is that we're not showing a lot of mistakes on the ice. And I think that's a big thing for players in the preseason. When you're seeing that, like, oh, they can play within a game plan and execute it successfully and stuff. And we're doing that 3 games in a row. That looks really good for those players.
Yeah, and they were saying that Jesper Wallstead, who was between the pipes during this game, that he has such a knack for being a goaltender that's almost nerve-wracking because he knows where the puck's going to be. And so he doesn't move a lot in the goal. And his prediction skills are so good that he just like stands there with his mitt right there. And like they're like, oh, why isn't he moving? Like, why? There's a shot coming at him, and then it goes right into his glove kind of thing. Like that's what we're watching out of Jesper Wallstead, showing really good signs of being an elite goaltender.
Okay, hey, that is definitely what we like to see. So everybody, I mean, not everybody, everybody and everything, honestly, is looking pretty good in this preseason game.
Yeah, and he can, I mean, I'm sure he can learn a lot from not Kevin Fiala.
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre Fleury.
I totally agree.
Really evolve and take that next step from being a, rookie with a lot of promise to being I could be on that level. I can be as good as Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
And I think he has that kind of upside to be able to do that kind of thing. And we'll get another shot to see it just on this Sunday as the Wild are heading over to the Blackhawks to play them at 6:30 p.m.
Awesome stuff. Well, hey, it's starting to look pretty good going into the season. But as you guys know, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Wild for the E-Tab game. Let's go Wild. You can play it today at any of your favorite Minnesota bars. So definitely check it out and let us know what you think.
Oh, yeah. Should be some really fun stuff. But we do have a little fishing report to check in with as we're checking in with Stillwater, St. Croix, Mississippi River. And this is done by Explore Minnesota on September 30th. And water temperatures have dropped to a low of 60s on St. Croix River, and the fall transition is complete. This time of year is kind to walleye anglers using jigging wraps, shad wraps, plastics, hair jigs, and of course minnows on jigs and rigs. On one recent guide trip, a group of anglers took their limit of walleye quickly. Most of the fish responded to artificials, but the next day, jigging wraps were the main walleye producer. Before I get into more about this fishing report, we do have a winner.
That's right. It's Trisha Fred over at Woodtick Inn taking away another line prize. Nice job to you, Trisha Fred.
Oh, yeah. But natural forage is very abundant, but the fish keep biting. Large freshwater drums, huge flathead catfish, and nice sized sturgeon are also biting as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice variety. Always what we like to see, especially going into fall fishing. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, fall fishing looking pretty good before you get into the winter fishing time.
Yes.
But fall fishing, you get that little bit, the fish start to come up into the shallower waters, and it should be some really nice stuff for us. But we are trying to give out this large M of $24, and we're hoping that we can give it out somewhere between here and like 43 balls. That's what I like to see it go out at, because then it gives you a nice run up before you hit 52 balls to try and win that $13,000 jackpot.
100%. But just a reminder that when you guys are playing Pilot Games, share all the pictures you take with us. We'd love to see all you guys having fun playing Pilot Games, whether you're taking a picture with your huge jackpot winnings or just hanging out with your friends and family. Snap a picture, send it in. You can either post it on Facebook with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can send it in directly to us on Facebook, or you can email it directly to us at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Definitely some great stuff there. We love seeing all those different player pictures. And we are still working on this large M, Red, and it's Mia in our 1 ball away. We'll see if we can get it out before 52 balls. Yes, we're doing so at 49 balls. Red over at Monty Sports Bar is taking home $24, and we have 1 more ball to give out this jackpot. Itchy is 1 ball away, but it doesn't look to be going out.
Oh, that's right. We're moving on to the $37 must go, but Itchy is 1 ball away trying to make it happen. But we got other players joining him, though. But in the meantime, we do have some Vikings news to get into, and the Vikings have already hopped on that jet. But before I tell you which one, we do have a winner.
Yeah, we got Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, taking home $37 on that must-go coverall, meaning that we are taking this jackpot to the final game of Vikings Bingo.
That's right.
So make sure you guys are getting rolled, press and play. We want to give it out on this Friday.
100%. But of course, the Vikings, they hopped on a mystery jet, and that mystery jet was traveling to London for Sunday's International Series game against the Saints. And it actually turns out that running back Dalvin Cook might be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. I saw that because I had Alexander Madison starting on my fantasy team, and I saw his fantasy points drop like crazy, and I was like, okay, get him out, get Miles Sanders in. Like, I had to switch it around real quick and get it all ready because I was super excited because I was like, yes, this is what I was waiting for. Like, I had Alexander Madison on my bench, but I'm really happy for our Vikings' sake that Dalvin Cook is back because he is just such an elite, very explosive back.
No, I agree, and I think it provides a lot more depth to the offense. There's a lot more things we can do with Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison on the field.
And then along with that, New Orleans Saints quarterback Jameson Winston is unlikely to play in Sunday's game in London, and wide receiver Michael Thomas has been ruled out, according to Coach Dennis Allen told reporters on Friday.
Yeah, so Vikings defense might be startable in fantasy.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, we already are getting healthier. I think Harrison Smith is supposed to be back in this one, and so we're already getting better across the board. We got Andrew Booth Jr., who's getting healthy again, and he may be able to get some reps at the cornerback spot, and so our defense is just getting better while they're getting injured. It should be a big help for us, but I do think that Zadarius Smith is a questionable for this game still, as he's missed a few of the games with a tweaked ankle, I think it was.
Gotcha.
But obviously, a tweaked ankle can it varies from a lot on
how tweaked it is.
Yeah, exactly. And with a guy like Zadarius Smith, a lot of his work that he does during the season is mental preparation, because you already know he has the skills. He doesn't have to develop those skills. He just has to make sure he still has those skills.
Exactly.
That's the amount he needs to practice, is to maintain, and then it's all about mental preparation after that for him.
Exactly. Just in the right shape to do what he's got to do, and obviously any NFL keeps up pretty well with that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he'll be fine. If he doesn't play, it's not a big deal. We got DJ Wong. We got a few other DNs that can get out there and cause some havoc. And Danielle Hunter, as long as he's healthy, it's a fireworks show coming from his end.
100%. So definitely some good stuff looking for the Vikings. You can catch that game at 8:30 in the morning on Sunday. And honestly, I'm not mad about it.
I'm probably going to watch it, to be honest.
I'm probably going to watch it. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to sit down with a cup of coffee, my breakfast.
I know I got to go to a wedding later on the day, and so I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I get
you
to
actually can pay attention to it.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Definitely some great stuff there. And you guys can get a little Vikings action by playing the great E-Tab game, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and see if you can win some big prizes. But we are in this final game of Vikings Bingo. And you got any of these celebrity birthdays you'd like to highlight?
Let's see. I think
anytime I can highlight someone like this, born in
Yes.
1928, Ellie Wiesel, a Jewish Auschwitz survivor, and author of Night. If you haven't read Night, definitely should. And he's a Nobel Prize winner as well in 1986.
Wow. I mean, that is definitely some pretty powerful stuff. And a huge birthday on this day. So definitely very, very happy birthday to them. But I think other than that, I'll probably highlight Bella Ramsey over at the Game of Thrones English actress.
Yeah, she must be a child actress in the series.
Oh, she was. Yes, I know who she is. Yep. Yeah, she was actually she was pretty cool.
Is she?
Yeah, she became her dad passed away, was murdered, obviously, because it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, everyone gets murdered.
And she is 9 years old in the show and becomes head of her clan and just leads them to war and stuff and is crazy. And she's awesome.
That is great.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Bella Ramsey, playing a really fun character in the
100%,
series Game of Thrones, which is already a super fun series. We do have a little bit of Timberwolves news, as Tez got that line prize of $22, but they're saying that Austin Rivers is a player to keep on your radar. He's not one of those guys that will put up a crazy amount of stats, but there's a reason why he followed Minnesota Timberwolves president of basketball operations, Tim Conley, and that's because Tim Conley loves his attitude in the locker room. I think he'll be a nice addition, as he also gives a serviceable three-point shot coming off the bench, as he shot 34% in 2021, as well as 41% on the floor and 72% on the free throw line.
Yeah, 100%. So, hey, looking pretty good. Hopefully, he can translate that onto the Timberwolves.
Oh, yeah, and our first preseason game is actually happening against the Heat at 6:30 on October 4th, which I think is – wait, tomorrow's the 1st.
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, it would be Tuesday that's happening. So it should be some really, really exciting stuff.
Hey, awesome stuff. Well, hey, Timberwolves, hopefully we look good. He honestly is another pretty good team, too. So it will be interesting to see how they do with their preseason teams.
Oh, we're not giving out the jackpot. $33 on the Musco as Sack at Rich Green Golf Club took home that $22 large M.
But we do have a couple winners. Like you said, SAC taking the large M, and Kirby over at VFW Blaine taking away the coverall. Nice job to all the winners on this last game. But we have a few movies coming out today.
Yeah, all three of them are coming out today. Mission Impossible 7, Hocus Pocus 2, and Smile.
Wow.
Very different movies, but should be some fun stuff.
I didn't even know Mission Impossible was coming out, to be honest.
Yeah, we do have a player spotlight as you guys are about to get enrolled into some game day bingo where we have some great prizes like this minor prize right here that's on the line. But our player spotlight is Shindell over at Mr. Jim's Folly, who took home $10,000. At Mr. Jim's Folly, they were supporting the St. Cloud Boxing and Wrestling Club, and their mission's simple. It's to play, to have fun, and to learn. And that's just a reminder that whenever you guys are playing Pilot games, your community wins.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson! Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich! Smell you later. Smells like money! Five free plays awarded! That smells wild! It doesn't get any better than that! Smells like a big one! Five times multiplier! It's raining cash! You gotta play to win!